Next, we'll look at what sort of other content and activities you can add to your lesson. So I'm going to click back on this Add Content button, and it will take me to my content window and some different examples of things that I can add. So one here is this web content. So if I click on this, I can actually add in a website that my lesson participants can access as part of the lesson. So to do that, I just copy a web URL for the site that I want the students to access, and I paste it in there. I can test the link just to see, does the link work and is it active? And yes, it is. And once I'm happy with that, I hit save. And you'll see it will now add this particular web content as the next activity. So it says it's a website. So it will redirect the students to that particular website as part of the lesson. After that, I can add some other different types of activities or options. So I can add in a slideshow that I might already have on my computer. And again, I can just upload that through there. I can add in a PDF. So if there's a particular PDF that I want my students to view, again, I can just upload that there. And some of the ones that are really quite good are the ones that are already existing in Nearpod. So things like Nearpod 3D and the simulations, they're activities that I can add as part of this lesson that are created by Nearpod. So let's have a look at the Nearpod 3D option. So this will add a 3D option or interface in the lesson that the students can take part of or take part in. So you can see it's split by certain categories, and it's all centered around what's available in the Nearpod library. So I guess polar bears would probably fit under environment. Now, there may not be a polar bear, but there might be something that's suitable. So if I'm talking maybe about polar bear environments, that might be a good one to include. If I'm talking about places or things, you can see there's quite a few options there. I think I'm just going to go with the Earth, just because, we can talk about where polar bears are found on Earth. And you can see that's now added that interactive element there, that Nearpod 3D element. The next thing I want to include is one of the simulation activities. So again, to access that, I click Add Content, and then I click on the simulation. Now, within the simulation, again, these are ones that already exist in Nearpod, and there's quite a few that are available. So there may be something available for your particular lesson or category. So I'm looking at some of the science simulations that are available here. There's also quite a few around maths for the primary school, target audience. And if you're working in high school, there's various high school simulations available that are age appropriate and would link into your specific curriculum. I'm just going to, for this particular example, pick one of the math simulations. So the area builder game, for example, and I'm going to pop that in there. And you can see now that's part of my lesson. Finally, we will just explore the audio features. So again, I can upload an audio file from my computer or from my Google Drive if I've got one saved in my Google Drive. And let's just have a look at what that will look like. So I'm just going to upload, and in my downloads, I've got a recording there that I can pop in, and you'll see it adds it into my slide. So it's added it in there. And there it is there. Okay, I can also add in a PDF. So again, just uploading a PDF from my computer. Okay, so that's, a PDF. So you'll now see that is now part of the lesson. And the other one we will look at really quickly is the virtual field trip. So this is another option that sits within Nearpod. So again, certain places Nearpod have created virtual field trips to certain places, and that's a partnership they have with 360 Cities. So I'm just going to look for one that would relate to my topic. So if I wasn't looking at or looking at the opposite sort of climate to where you might find polar bears. So let's just have a look at, the Great Pyramids of Giza, and I can add that simulation or that field trip in there. Find me BBC video. So again, if I'm looking for a particular video, this integrates with BBC video, so I can search and see if there's anything on there that might suit my lesson. So now that I've built a lesson with just some content, I can preview it by clicking on this preview button. And this will give me the view of what my students see when they open up my lesson and they join the lesson. So straight away it gives me, that's the BBC video. So I'm working backwards. I'm on slide 7 now, which is the 360 cities experience. And you can see I have a great 360 experience there with the pyramids of Giza. I'm just scrolling back again. Here's the PDF that I uploaded into my lesson so my students can access that. They could, just going back, they can actually download that if they need to. So if part of the instruction I give the students is download this file, they can download or print it if they need to do that. Here's the audio. So again, the students would just press play and listen to that audio recording. This is the interactive that we added into our lesson. So you can see it's an area interactive, and my students have to make something with a goal of 24 centimeters square. So it starts, I need to, work out how I'm going to do that. And, check. So it's a game. It's an inbuilt gamification as part of it. And then here's my 3D simulation of the Earth. And then scrolling back, this is the web link that we added. So the student would click here to access the web link. And finally, here's my cover page. So if I'm happy with that, I can just X out of that preview, save and exit. Okay. In the next video, I'll talk through how to add in activities into your Nearpod experience. So we've just added in some content, but now we'll add in some interactive activities.